there are certainly a few brave souls taking on River Street this hour, although it is a chilly one and it has not been the prettiest day here. Never a bad day here. Your Savannah Cam view showing you, though, not bad. Few clouds still hanging around, and they'll be around for portions of tonight, but otherwise the cold has been the story. Not a dangerously cold day, but certainly not the most comfortable. 40 with a wind chill of 32 just past 6 o'clock. Winds out of the north and northwest continued about 10 to 15 miles per hour. They back off somewhat and clouds do clear. Unfortunately, though, there will still be a wind chill factor to contend with for Friday morning. Viper radar is dry at this point. There has been some on and off drizzle through a lot of the day today, but it will be rain free for you Friday, starting off freezing with upper 20s inland, 32 to about 35 on our sea islands, but it will warm pretty quickly. Unfortunately, though, quite breezy out there too. Highs get into the 60s, and we will have a more seasonable weekend versus last weekend. So cold front is moving off to its east now. There's still some lingering clouds, very faintly shown on satellite since they are so low to the surface that the temperature difference between the ground and the clouds are not too high, so they won't stand out as much. But the Vipercast, as I've said, is going to be the one that shows this quite well. And eventually those clouds are out of here by the start of your Friday, though, and we eventually get out ahead of a storm system. The winds will intensify, and we do get the breezy conditions set for the afternoon, especially for our waters and along our islands too. But we do get that cold front to come in. It's a secondary cold front that brings just another blast of colder air, and we're going to have breezy conditions again on Saturday. Not quite like what we're seeing tomorrow, but either way, it will certainly add a bit of a bite to the air there. Now, once high pressure moves in, winds settle down for Sunday morning. That allows for skies to clear out and temperatures to cool off in a hurry. So another freezing morning for us to contend with on Sunday. But eventually, high pressure dominates the forecast. We have a lovely forecast for the week ahead next week. So wind gusts tomorrow on your Friday are going to be quite elevated, 25 to even at times nearly 30 miles per hour for most of the area. That's going to persist as well. Eventually, winds shift behind the cold front, and we will have about 20 to 25 mile an hour wind gusts to contend with for Saturday. That being said, though, not as impactful, but you don't want to burn either day since fires can get out of hand pretty quickly. So looking ahead to our marine forecast for tomorrow, we'll have a small craft advisory in effect for at least the second half of the day. Winds will be out of the west about 10 to 20 knots, 2 to 4 foot seas build, and they will likely be that way through the entire weekend. The weekend's going to be just a touch cooler compared to what guidance has been saying recently, but we do look ahead. Next week, we will have very nice conditions with highs in the 70s, and even those morning lows will be quite tolerable.
All right, we've had up and down weather over the last couple of weeks for sure.
Oh, most definitely.
Yes.
It's a privilege living in the South.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Sports is next.